I'm happy to be here because it literally cost me a leg to get here. So thank you very much. Is it true that by changing our thinking, we can actually change our lives? It is. It is true. Because everything and anything can be explained into either positive or negative ways. 10 years ago, cancer took my right leg, but it didn't take my spirit. In fact, it gave me something far greater, the power of positive mindset, and which allowed me to turn my pain into purpose and meaning. I remember 10 years ago, I was trying on my very first, very basic prosthetic leg. It was excruciatingly painful. I remember in my first year, I fell over 20 times as I was counting every time I fell, and I felt disappointed. And one day I decided, okay, why am I counting my falls? Why don't I change my mindset and start counting every time I brush off and just get back up or rise? You see, with this simple reframing exercise, my level of energy and confidence completely changed. And in a matter of a few weeks, I started walking really good, better without many falls. And knowing that there are people around me in the rehab center, they saw that contagious energy, the confidence I had. They felt better because they saw me, the confident and positive guy. You see, with this simple focus shift, I changed my reality. Because when we focus on too much on negativity, on failure, we program ourselves to fail. On the other hand, if we focus on success or to rise, we program ourselves to rise and to succeed. I love this quick. I have it right here on my jacket as well. We become what we think most of the times. You see, it reminds me of a quote by this famous motivational speaker and author, Van Dyer. He once said, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. That is literally what I believe in and I preach. 10 years ago, when I was being pushed into or wheeled into the operating theater to have my surgery, and I remember getting into the room, a bunch of nurses and doctors waiting for me. I remember this doctor walked in with a Sharpie to mark my leg, that just crossed my leg, just to make sure they don't cut the wrong leg. That's very important. And that was a relief. But the funny part was, as I was just being, injected with all those things, the chemicals to put me to sleep, anesthesia. Doctor comes near my ear, Atif, just tell me which leg it is. And I was like, dude, you should know by now. That's a procedure to make sure, double check, triple check, because the last thing they want to do is cut the wrong leg. But if you were to ask me, what were you thinking as you were being taken to the room? The biggest thought in my mind was my 11 months old son, Aslan. The biggest regret at that time that hit me was, what have I done over the last 3 decades in my life? What story I leave behind for Aslan if I were to die today? What legacy? What story is he going to remember me by? And that was very sad because I was just living a life with no sense of clear meaning, purpose, or goal. But in that moment, I promised myself that if I get to live, I'll find or create my purpose and pursue it with unwavering passion. But not only that, I'll carry you or bring you all along on that purposeful journey. And that just by this strong urge to find or create my meaning, it allowed me to be more hopeful and positive. You see, I remember this quote by Viktor Frankl, who survived 3 different camps in Holocaust. And he found positivity in those camps. What he said was, life is not unbearable because of circumstances, rather by the lack of meaning and purpose. So when we have a clear purpose and meaning, everything becomes a challenge we overcome every single day. Now, we're going to switch gears a little bit, and I'll do a fun exercise with you guys right now. So I need your help right now. I'll ask you to take 3 seconds to not picture. Do not picture a pink, one-eyed kangaroo sipping on bubble tea on roller skates. Just do not picture that. Just take 3 seconds. So I'm sure you've stopped not picturing it. You see, it's hard for us to control our thoughts sometimes, what comes to this brain of ours. But the best part we can do a lot of times when we have unwanted thoughts, we can actually replace those thoughts with the positive ones. So let's do a quick 3 second exercise again. Picture yourself walking on this amazing stage. It's a nice, huge auditorium, people clapping for you. Just imagine that you're walking on stage and everybody is clapping for you, for your success. And you're receiving an award to be the best in your field, in your career, or whatever you're working on. Just picture that for 3 seconds and just feel the energy being on that stage. You see, we create our reality right in our head and we can feel the emotions. You see, by being able to program ourselves to repeat the patterns, we can be more positive. Before I leave the stage today, I'll leave you with this one cheat code to continue to stay positive on a daily basis. It's a cheat code, but I also call it Inspire One Challenge. What is it? What do you have to do? The challenge is to wake up every single day with this promise to yourself that I will make someone's day better by inspiring them. How do you inspire someone? Whether sharing your beautiful stories with them to inspire them, or simply just being more mindful and telling someone thank you for going above and beyond, appreciate it, or telling someone, or just being their listening ear. If someone is struggling, just be a listening ear without saying a single word. Or fourth thing I talk about is being someone's accountability partner. If someone is struggling with their tasks at work or anything, be there for them. Because when we inspire one, we impact billions. Thank you very much.